Money management is debatably the most important thing in terms of financial literacy. It is dependent on the way that you want to live. I know so many people my age that are financially illiterate, and I don't blame them. School doesn't teach us that. We have to learn that on our own, unfortunately. Some people learn the hard way by themselves. They go into debt, and it's hard to get out of it. And others learn from other people. Now, those people put themselves in better situations than others, obviously. They didn't do the mistake, they learned from others. And that applies to anything in life. How I manage my money, and that's just a preference, obviously, depending on your expenses. My expenses are around $1,000 to big max $2,000 a month. I know that may be a lot to some, but to me, that's just my basic expenses. I don't have much overhead, as in fixed payments. I don't have much overhead other than the property, but the property pays for itself. The reason why I bought the property, obviously I have the mortgage, I have insurance, I have utility bills, I have property tax, and all those stuff to sort out, but the property pays for itself. So that's an investment that pays for itself, and I'm just building equity in that. Now, personally, I usually hold around $10,000 in cash in my bank account as a safety reserve of around 3 months in case anything goes bad, the tenant just decides to leave, and my monthly expenses, that should cover roughly 3 months for me to get my shit together. I'm a little bit more risky just because the markets are heating up, and like I said in my previous video, these opportunities only present themselves a limited amount of times, and so I allocated most of my money into investments, crypto, and stocks. I only keep $5,000 in cash in my bank account at the moment. This will soon change once I get more expenses. Everything is calculated on my end, and I don't want to be in a bad position. I learned this from money managers. I learned this from videos online. I learned how to stay financially responsible and not dig myself a hole I can't get out of. I've never been in credit card debt. My credit score is in the top bracket, and this isn't meant to flex or anything. This is meant to help you. I learned all these things online, and I'm relaying the information that I learned in this video. People need to get their shit together. I'm in my early 20s in a better situation than people in their 30s and 40s. I've built a lot of cash. I've worked my way up, and rightfully so. I've put in the work, and I'm finally getting the results for it. Honestly, I don't even know what the ratio is anymore, just because my TFSA and swing trading account has grown so much that I believe the allocation is around 60% in stocks in that account, which includes long-term investments in shares, obviously. Not all of them are options. I also have around 20% in real estate and 20% in crypto. That's my risk allocation. I'll maybe pull out 10 to 20% of the money in that TFSA to add more money into crypto, just because of how confident I am in the cycle. People will say I'm gambling, but it's an educated guess based off historic data. If there's one thing I'll follow, it's history, and I want to be part of it, which is why I'm allocating my money there. All this to say, I want everybody to lock in. I want everybody to start budgeting. I don't really budget like that. Obviously, I tend to spend between $1,000 and $1,500. I make much more than that, and the rest goes into investments, and I leave some cash in my bank account. You do not want to dig yourself a hole. I know so many people in debt my age. I don't even feel sorry for them. It's their fault. Even before watching all these videos, I knew not to get in credit card debt. Debt I wouldn't be able to pay back. It's just stupid. So make sure you lock in. Make sure your finances are right. Your health is right. And I pray everyone is in a great place.